thought about it. I'm like, yo, one day I'm gonna marry Deiondra, but I didn't know that I was gonna do this soon, like
right.
propose and stuff. I'm just like, I called my mama like, hey, I think I'm gonna marry Deiondra. My mama like, all right. So she like, shit.
And y'all, Jackie and his baby mama, Deiondra Sanders, are at it again, and these two are being messy. They have been going back and forth at it for a hot minute now, and every time we think it possibly couldn't get worse, it does. Now, Miss Ma almost got beat because allegedly Jackie's sister pulled up on her in Tennessee and tried to jump her for talking smack about Jackie's family and his mom. A Twitter user called Deiondra out and spilled all the tea on how she almost got whooped by Jack's sister. Now, y'all know that Deiondra is not the one to play with, and she clapped back hard at this. But hold up, because there's more. Jack is also getting exposed for allegedly cheating on her with multiple women and trying to spin the block with his ex, Drizzy, while Deiondra was pregnant with their baby. Chele, this is a hot mess. But what does Deondra's father, Deion, think about his daughter being dog-walked like this? Let's spill the tea. We're coming in hot because Deiondra is mad that Jack is back and working with DJ Loaf. If y'all didn't know, Jack and DJ had a mixtape released a few years back called F.A. Friendzone. They just released F.A. Friendzone 2, and Deiondra doesn't like that. She doesn't like the fact that the two of them are out and about together promoting the music. In fact, she hated really hard on the album and this partnership. She just wants to know, is her baby daddy fooling around with DJ? Is this a fake situationship to promote the album? But y'all hear this. She doesn't care which one is true because she don't like either of them. None of it sits right with her at all, and it just went downhill from there. It got so bad that when DJ and Jack wanted to shoot a video for one of the songs on F.A. Friendzone 2, DJ refused to have Deiondra on set. If you thought Deiondra was just going to take it sitting down, you don't know this woman. She exploded online and shaded the living daylight out of the album. She said, "People got to fake a relationship to sell albums. Stop asking me why I'm not around. I am not allowed to be around them because DJ would feel uncomfortable if his fiancé were there. As I said before, y'all got it, y'all won. Hope y'all little album sells the most y'all done ever sold." Now, hell hath no fury like Jackie's family. When Deondra's tweet went up, Jack's mom, Rose, clapped back at Deiondra, and girl, she dragged her hard. She called Deiondra a dummy, saying that there was no point in saying they were faking a relationship to sell an album because everyone knows it's not a real relationship. And this time, as with many other times, fans are on Jack's side. Everybody has been going on about how DJ Loaf is gay and has a girlfriend, so why is Deiondra mad that they're working together? Girl, make it make sense. Rosie wasn't done. Even though she called Deiondra a dummy, she let her father, Deion Sanders, have his flowers for putting Jackie on his show. This set Deiondra off again, and she went off on Jackie's family on her IG story. She wrote, "Yes, you're welcome for having your son on my daddy's show. They respected him with class, unlike y'all. Y'all got the right one today." You see, this drama with DJ Loaf working with Jack has reached an all-time low. But Deiondra wasn't done telling off her baby daddy's family because she went on to expose Rosie for mishandling her son's finances. And she made sure it was out there too, calling Rosie out by name. She said, "Miss Rosie better stop playing with me. Nobody is off limits now. Now go be with your husband and keep stealing and hiding your son's money." Chele, not her dragging every single member of his family. We all know that Jack is the king of all the mama's boys in this space, right? So when he saw his baby mama dissing his mom, he allegedly sent her packing. It seems like Deiondra is back at her mom's house, and she hates that. The streets are saying that their engagement is off too, but y'all didn't hear that from me. Then again, I guess this shouldn't be so surprising because everyone knows that Jack is something of a mama's boy. So Deiondra had to have known that he wasn't going to sit back and watch her go off on his mama like that. Her coming for his mom didn't sit right with anybody in Jack's family, and they have been going all out trying to do something about it. If y'all thought Rosie dissing Deiondra on her Instagram was the worst of it, think again. Because she almost got herself beat up by Jack's sister Miracle. There's so much that led to this, and it's quite the tea. But first, let's talk about why Jack is always on his mama's side, even if she's wrong. Deiondra has hinted that Jack's relationship...
You know, we was packing up the spot. I knew we was getting ready to move and stuff because we just got a crib together. And You know, we was getting ready to do all this stuff, and I'm watching her pregnant, doing all this stuff. I'm just like, I called my mama like, hey, I think I'm gonna marry Deiondra. You feel me? I'm like, but my mama like, all right. So she like,
Relationship with his mother is weird. He has also admitted that he makes really big decisions only if Miss Rosie approves. As if that's not messy enough, he also revealed that he had to get his mom's approval to propose to Deiondra. But that's not all, because everyone knows that the relationship was a hot mess from the start. I mean, nobody in these two families approves of each other. Deion Sanders and his sons have told Deiondra multiple times they don't approve of her relationship with Jacquees, and only recently accepted Jacquees because Deiondra gave birth to his son, Jacquees. Family also doesn't like Deiondra for nothing, and there's always some drama going on between them. This is why Deiondra finds it weird that Jacquees had to get his mother's permission to propose to her. I mean, there's the place for advice, but him seeking...
a couple things you need to ask her before you do that. You know what I'm saying? So she like, you need to take her out, and you need to ask her these certain questions. Ask her long-term goals, her short-term goals. Ask her like, you know, like how y'all can work together, like, you know, to do certain things, like what's the plan? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? She like, make sure y'all got a plan. You feel what I'm saying? And make sure you know her short-term goals and her long-term goals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay, cool. She was like, but besides that shit, ain't she it?
Her approval is kind of weird. It gets weirder, though, because Deiondra had to sit through an interview she didn't even know about. Mama Rosie told her boy to ask Deiondra about her long and short-term goals, qualifications.
Deiondra had came with me on tour. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was telling me on tour, she was like, hey, that's the one. She was like, I'm telling you, like, you need to go ahead and figure out how you going, but that's the one. She like, she make you better. She like, that's what you need.
She got you going to church.
Yeah, she was like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this before all that. This was my mama just seeing early, like, because Deiondra came on the bus and just straightened up the whole tour bus. Like my room was a mess. I came back, my shit organized, shoes over here, drawers over there, socks, She just getting everybody right on the bus. I'm like, Chada came and changed the whole And my mama was noticing that, like, damn, she put some structure.
Right.
Weird, right? You would think that it was enough to win Rosie over to Deiondra's side, but you couldn't be more wrong. If you didn't know, Jacquees and Dreezy were together for a long time before.
Ain't she it? And maybe she was looking for a maid? Jack himself said that his mom didn't want anything to do with Deiondra until the day she came into their tour bus and straightened up the whole place. That was when Rosie told her son that Deiondra was the one. Weird, right? You would think that it was enough to win Rosie over to Deiondra's side. But you couldn't be more wrong if you didn't. No, Jacquees and Dreezy were together for a long time before Deiondra came into the picture, and rumor has it that she was the reason they broke up. Now, here's where it gets even crazier. Rosie liked Dreezy a lot and hated that she and Jacquees had split up and that Deiondra had come into the picture. Allegedly, the reason Jacquees had to propose to Deiondra was because he got caught getting all flirty with Dreezy. If you remember, Deion Sanders didn't want his daughter to date Jacquees because of his constant infidelity. Well, as it turns out, Mama Rosie knew her son was getting dirty on the down low with his ex, while Deiondra was pregnant with his son. It sounds crazy, right? It looks like Deiondra found out and started shading Dreezy on the internet after Jackie proposed. It seemed like she was really mad that Jackie was still fooling around with Dreezy and tweeted, "Why would he switch out a dime for a penny?" She didn't stop there and even exposed Dreezy for doing some weird stuff. She followed it with another tweet, "Obsessed. Is when you still sending underwear with your face on it to the crib?" And that's when it all broke loose, because y'all know that Dreezy is not the type to take a disc lying down. She replied to her tweet, letting Deiondra know that her man was out chasing other people obsessed as y'all having a baby on the way. But the ninja begging to get me pregnant because he F with you, bird brain. TF, I turn your ninja down every day for you. And this is the thanks I get around this. MF Dreezy didn't stop there because she supported every last thing she said with receipts. Y'all, one of the texts was Jacquees saying, "Don't be a dummy, just let me get you pregnant too." But Dreezy shot him down. She also posted another chat with the caption, "This your baby daddy." What's sad is that Jockey also trashed Deiondra and Dreezy DMS and said that he didn't want her. He wanted Dreezy because she was his first love. In the screenshot, Jacquees wrote, "I want you. I don't want her. You are my true love. I want you, Dreezy again." Dreezy shot him down, making it clear that there was nothing between them. From the text, it looks like Jay told Dreezy He didn't want to have a baby with Deiondra because being intimate with her doesn't. Define love. Deiondra decided to let the world know how she was feeling and wrote, "I'm just so heartbroken. I prayed for God to show me. I know we should never question God, but sometimes I question why even allow me to love this hard. If you knew, I just feel so stupid and so dumb." Well, what's done is done. And Deiondra is doing her own stuff while making sure Jacquees suffers too. She knew one way to pull a big power move was her son. She made it clear that Snow would be taking her last name Sanders because Jack hadn't married her yet. And from the looks of it, there might never be a marriage. And ever since it's been out there that Shaq was chasing his ex, it feels right that Deiondra wants to suspect that any woman he's moving too close to is on his list to fool around with it, is also probably why she doesn't care too much about anything she says about her baby. Daddy's family, because it's obvious that these people will never be on her side no matter what word on the streets, is that M. Rosie has allegedly taken it upon herself to find the perfect woman for her son. It looks like she thought she could get Deiondra to do whatever she wanted, but when she realized that it wasn't happening, she started encouraging her son to keep looking outside, even though she says that the situation with Dejloaf and Ja isn't real. Many people are not putting it past her for her to pressure her son to go after Day, if it means that Deiondra would not be with him anymore. And that's how we're back to the part that got this whole family going physical on each other. It was a lot of things that led Miracle Jackie's sister to attempt to jump her in Tennessee from Deiondra, accusing Rosie of mishandling Jackie's money, to Jax himself, banning her from going to his music video shoot with Deiloaf. Deiondra has been going at it with the members of this family. It is no news that another family member decided to join the racket, and we would not have known about this if that one Twitter user hadn't immediately spilled the beans. Asking Deiondra to tell the truth and stop capping, Deiondra tweeted, "I love my family," and this user came out and said, "Hell to the, no, that's not true," she commented. "Let's talk about how his sister was about to beat your behind today, and you ran to the back and he cursed you out. You're like a roach that won't leave that family alone, sis." Did Deiondra just get called a roach after just being called a dummy? It is a tough day out here for this woman. Deiondra clapped back hard, even though she later hit that delete button. As quickly as lightning, she said, "Aid, and let's talk about once my daddy's security came, ninjas was scared to even be in the same room as me. I bet a hoe know not to play with." Anyway, the current speculation is that Deiondra and Jace are going to be done and through with each other. If that's the case, then maybe Rosie and her children would stop being messy. Jace has said nothing on this matter, and that just goes to show how much he really doesn't care about Deiondra. The mother of his son being disrespected. Who knows? Maybe she'll put herself first from now on. Recently, she has been talking about how hard postpartum is and the wish that men would take a class that told them how to deal with postpartum. She also tweeted, "No more disrespect allowed. Maybe we're not going to see anything now, but something tells me the drama ain't over from these people." But let me know what y'all think, and be sure to check out this next video.
How you doing, baby girl?
I'm good, Daddy.
You doing good?
I'm doing great.
We praying ourselves up, keeping ourselves full of the word.
Yeah.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate it.
I'm done letting people. I'm done.
Well, why do you allow yourself to be provoked?
Because people be playing with me.
Yeah, but you gotta learn how the greatest gift in the world that I possess is the ability to walk away.
I know. I need to learn that right now.
You gotta learn, baby, how to walk away and live and smile to see another day.
Just pray for me.
I always
Thank
pray
you.
for you. I pray for this little joker too.